job for Heather.
You yell at somebody, get down on the ground, they got to do it. If they don't do it, you got to make them comply. Quick. For every second that goes by, you could be losing children.
I like how Steven Seagal, you could see him just for a moment.
It is true.
The optics of talking about
He's kind of the sheriff that is Jefferson Parish, Louisiana. But most of the people within the southern Louisiana area think he's a joke anyway.
The precious asset we have as a society and as human beings.
And when he had that show,
I've come here to this playground to recapture my youth.
there were people that called in Opie and Anthony and said, "Man, we were laughing our eggs off."
With a shotgun. Unhand your weapon. Don't make me do this. Son of a bitch. If they think they can keep extorting the children of this community with 10-cent price hikes on SpongeBob Pops, they're dead wrong.
Wow.
It turns out, pretty cool guys, actually.
Those things were nasty.
But not everyone agrees. It's the brainchild of controversial Arizona Police Chief Joe Arpaio, dubbed America's toughest sheriff.
I'm going to say it again. For those protesters, we are here to protect the children.
Also,
that's the main mission.
Somebody put a comment
whatever they want. The fuck? But I'm not going to stop.
This guy looks like he ate John Travolta.
Who would disagree with that?
How long has Steven Seagal been standing behind me? Why is Steven Seagal standing behind me? If that weren't enough, he had his own series called Steven Seagal Lawman.
Yep.
I've been working as an officer in Jefferson Parish for 2 decades under most people's radar, said Seagal in premiere episode The Way of the Gun. Okay.
Once a year, every officer has to qualify with firearms in order to use their pistol on duty. And next week is Alex's test.
It wasn't there before.
Right where I want it? Yes, sir. Right there.
Now, most people don't know this, but when the bullets are in the gun, okay, watch closely. Did you see that? Most people don't know that.
If I don't pass weapons qualification.
I'm afraid Mr. Skull's gonna hurt me. Really. He's a scary man. He's an intimidating man. He's also, if I could use a turn of phrase, off his rocker.
I'm trying to pass down some of the secrets that have made me a master shooter. I don't want to just help Alex pass this test, but I want him to be a better marksman for life.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea, isn't it?
Both in the same hole, buddy.
Good luck, chap. Not through the bullet hole. It's a failed test. Nice try.
Oh! Guess who's buying beer tonight, boy?
Damn. I guess it's me. I guess I'm buying beer. Damn. That's Steven Seagal's whole racket, isn't it? He just tells someone to do something impossible. They can't do it, and then he goes, "Hey, look who's paying my mortgage this month." Ha ha!
Cheese for all right there.
Cheese for all right there. Cheese for all right there.
He knows what he's doing, and he knows how to put lead on target.
Lead on target. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude.
You know, being a lifelong practitioner of martial arts, I try to teach everyone not to fight.
He also spoke
but
in Ebonics a little bit
and let it be
on purpose
of their body.
while he was there.
Exactly why, in case you were wondering, my hands look like this. Okay? When they said firearm, I didn't know they meant it literally. No, but I do miss eating food normally.
After what I seen today, he could take a gnat off a fly's ass.
Oh, okay.
You got the Asian kind of Zen lesson.
I'm wondering if he was paid to say that.
You're doing this.
Okay, we were seeing a lot of this kind of movement, right? Now, we're seeing a bit more...
From the time you started till the time we finished, I felt like you learned something.
Good. See, I believe that was the point, I think. So, good. All right, okay, so we've heard about Steven Seagal, all of those things. What about Steven Seagal, the man? You know, the person, the human being behind it all. We always ask, what is Steven today? But we never ask, how is Steven today?
Crazy.
Fell off.
Right? So let's watch
Well, actually, he's always been bad.
The man himself. It's an interview he did with The Voice. Should get a little accurate representation of who he is, right?
Oh, and he got beat up by an older man who was much more fit than him.
I'm Michael.
Or he was actually
I'm glad
just
you
fit.
said your own name, mate, because I wasn't going to be able to pronounce it.
So sit back and strap yourselves in for the longest interview ever conducted with
Steven Seagal.
Before he got distracted and left, okay? We had him in that chair for like 26 minutes straight.
Steven Seagal, thanks for joining me on The Voice Versus. It's an absolute pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah. How did it come to be Aikido that was your chosen art?
Well, actually, I started studying karate
Oh,
at
God.
a very young age.
Don't hurt yourself, dude, all right? We don't want smoke coming out of those ears. This is your longest interview ever. We're only about 15 seconds in.
Sort of lied about my age and got a job washing dishes at a restaurant. I think it was called Wagon Wheel or something like that.
Wagon wheel?
And
How do we know
there
that he
was
didn't just take that from a Darius Rucker song?
because back then in America, you didn't really have dojos around.
I was working at this restaurant. Don't remember the name of it. There was a cook there. But back then, you didn't really have dojos. Right. Understood, Steven. Understood.
They were all sort of underground or quietly teaching.
Okay, back then it wasn't sanctioned, okay? It wasn't exactly legal. Bit taboo. You go on the street, you say the word kung fu, all of a sudden you're in the back of a SWAT van.
One of the cooks there was a guy called Sakamoto Sensei, and he was a Shotokan guy and an Okinawan Shorin guy.
In short, this guy.
It's all
He
here.
saw me when I was washing the dishes and moving around that I moved very fast.
Hey, that guy back there. Is he a karate master? No, he's just a dishwasher. No. How exactly do you wash a dish in a fashion that will impress a martial arts master?
Wax on, wax off.
We demonstrated karate at this place that they had,
Robert,
which
he
was a theme
did.
park, a Japanese theme park.
You know, it was like a regular theme park, you know, like with roller coasters, except it was Japanese.
You did an Aikido demonstration and Warner Brothers was blown away and boom, Steven Seagal became a movie star. Is that true? And if not,
I
how did it happen?
hate to admit it, that is true.
Okay. You met Bruce Lee. Tell me about your experience with Bruce and what was he like and how did you get on with him?
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
I thought Bruce was
feigning,
really good.
feigning
Oh my God.
humility.
And I thought
That's
James
the worst
Corden was
thing
a
to
great
do.
guy too, and I'm really sorry they're all gone. And when Brandon was killed like that, they called me a few minutes after it happened, and it was in Carolina somewhere. They called me in the middle of the night. They said,
You think it'd be more like, Steven, but it was.
I don't
"We
even
think
want to
that
believe
he's
him, and my
dead,"
mom remembers
and-
when
but
that
the guy
happened.
shot a blank
It was
gun at
awful.
him. And how could he be dead?
Steven, we need to talk to you, dude, okay? We shot like a blank gun at Brandon Lee, and now he's like bleeding from the stomach and dying, dude. Why is he dying? What do we do? No, we didn't call an ambulance. We're calling you, dude.
I said, you will find a projectile in him. You'll find a bullet in him. They said, that can't be. You're crazy.
What?
Steven,
Wait
you
a
didn't tell me
minute.
pigs are flying next, okay? All we did
You're
was
saying
shoot a
he
gun at him.
knew?
We're gonna find a
Wow.
bullet.
Okay.
Why did they even call you instead of the paramedics?
I'm not going to believe
And I
that.
said,
I
you will
really
find
believe
a bullet in
JCVD
him.
over
And
here.
they called me in the morning. They
Because
said, you're amazing.
JCVD
And I said,
can
"Why?"
fight.
I said,
Brandon's dead. It was a bullet.
And he's 60.
You rock, dude.
I can go through the whole story on what really happened, which most people don't know, but
I could go on all day telling about bullets and my friend. You don't want to hear that. But do you? Because I'll keep going.
Who's the most legitimate Hollywood tough guy in your opinion?
when you say tough guy, do you mean martial artist or just tough guy?
You can tell just like right out the gate, he's like, it's Steven
JCVD,
Seagal,
I think,
but,
is
like, I
one.
thought you knew that, so like, are you asking for me to confirm it's Steven Seagal, or are you really curious? Because it's pretty obvious.
I mean, Stephen, for real, if he was on the street and there was a situation, you wanted this Hollywood guy by your side because he could defend himself.
Fucking hell, look at this guy's shit-eating grin.
Michael J. White.
Can I laugh in your face?
Can I laugh in your face? Really?
Really?
I didn't
Really?
see this, by the way.
Can I laugh at your
Thoughts
nuts?
on Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Can I laugh in your face?
Oh my God, Steven Seagal.
Yes! Thank you for saying JCVD.
Chuck Norris?
I mean, Chuck is in his
And-
mid-70s, he's probably 76 years old.
I don't think
Van Damme can
anyone with
do
a shit on hairline has
splits.
the authority to be
Can you
going
imagine doing that as a
calling us
guy?
geriatric. Oh, that Chuck Norris, all right? Last I seen, he was using a walker.
So, I mean, I don't really want to get into, on film anyway, you know, who's a tough guy. Do I think Michael is a tough guy? No. Do I think he's a martial artist? No. Do I think Jean-Claude's a tough guy or martial artist? No.
Only one guy left could be the tough guy. This guy's response on the other end, it was just...
Hopefully it's, well, I would say Sly Stallone.
Right now, if I was to look around this room, would I find an arm of some sort you've brought with you?
Yes.
Thank you for joining us on the show today, and it's been an absolute pleasure.
Guy.
Is that a SpongeBob?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh man.
Gross.
I never cared. And I remember when SpongeBob, everything, merchandise was everywhere.
Still is. No way.
I have all the old vintage stuff.
Yeah, I have a box full of it. It's downstairs still,
I got
maybe.
10 tubs full of that shit. I used to be a SpongeBob fanatic.
I still am.
I still was. Well, I mean, I outgrew it, but.
I mean, I
well,
am,
again,
but I
mean,
don't have it all in my room
it was
anymore.
just that any of the episodes post 2006, I just didn't care for, and it got Flanderized. They made Patrick way dumber than he is. You've heard of Flanderization.
Yeah. He is supposed to be fucking stupid, though.
Yeah, but at least he had some. At least he did act at times like a stopped clock. You know, the stop clock is every once in a while.
Yeah.
And now it just like, bah, bah, bah. Like, that's it.
SpongeBob.
Okay, wants to see a crappy Power Rangers knockoff.
Power Rangers?
Crappy Power Rangers.
Future is now. Virtual reality is here.
It is kind of all virtual reality at the moment. I know, because I played a lot of VR at one point before COVID hit.
I wouldn't know what to do.
Oh, easy. You just have like remotes and then you just gotta interact with crap.
Piglet?
It's VR chat.
My ears, which are dirty.
Oh no.
Yes, it's literally it's a VR version of a chat room. Essentially.
I mean, I know you can chat, but.
And, yeah, a lot of anime girls.
I want to do that so bad.
Dude, you get like a Vive or you get like a Vive or something and a really good computer, good do it. But yeah, I'm only at this angle because I gotta work on one of my guitars.
Wait, you can take apart a guitar?
No, it's like one that only has 5 strings on it, but it's like that on purpose because I'm making like a...
Piglet.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Piglet! Piglet and Tigger were my favorites.
Well, that was strange and uncomfortable. But before we get to the rest of this video, I just gotta remind you.
Oh man, Brian.
Why not pick up War Robots?
Screw
Talking about
off.
his VR Troopers, also known as This Is Not Power Rangers, definitely 100% this is its own show for real. This show came out during the resurgence of VR in the 90s, and even though it died out then, as many
Virtual
trending waves of
boy.
VR did,
I did not
crazy
know
to
it
think we finally have
was.
the VR we
And I
always
usually
dreamed of
know
having
about
back
stuff
then.
like this.
So in honor of all this amazing
It's-
new technology,
Just
we're
call it
actually
crappy
getting,
Power
let's
Rangers.
take a dive into VR's sordid
really what it
past
is.
and relive our views
And there's
of
another one called
ever to
Beetleborgs.
be. By the way, I don't think VR
So,
Troopers is
yeah.
compatible with my modern headset. Gotta go dig up some old hardware.
Ripping off
All right, ready.
It's ripping off the nerd bit where he does that with Virtual Boy.
The only thing that I would find worth using a VR for is if you could not travel and you decided to do a VR travel thing with pictures and imagine yourself in it. That's the only thing I
I play
can
a bunch
see.
of games on it.
Julian, smile for the. It's your big moment.
Dad, I heard he killed himself.
That guy? Is that the same guy?
I'm actually not sure. Hold
No,
on.
he made a joke out of Combs.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
I come to this
place.
Yeah, I don't know about a.
You know,
I'm not
your
aware
fists are
of
inside your
a
own head.
Combs
You need to go
in
somewhere and
as a
think
game
about
show
that.
host. I don't know
chill
what
out
Combs
on
he's talking about.
MySpace.
Will I ever be as good as you, Dad?
I'm sure you will, son.
He does not sound convinced. He knows that boy's only future is at the welfare office, and I'm not talking about.
Oh!
So, our story follows Kung Fu teenagers.
It actually breaks my
Ryan,
heart that
Caitlin,
people
and
have to be on
JB, who all
welfare.
train at the local YMCA run by Mr.
I don't
Miyagi
desire
and
anybody to
Feral
be on
Dog. Totally unrelated to that.
Because
our
it
heroes
makes
are
me
also
think of being in
environmental
slavery to the
activists
government.
aided by a strange child man / sailor named Woody.
Ew.
What? When?
Yeah, that's basically what I'm thinking right now.
Oh my gosh, that's so bad.
Building downtown, and he's going to build another power plant. I want you out to cover the story.
Woody's the kind of guy you just walk past at work, isn't he? Just avoid making
So
eye contact
melodramatic.
with him. Make a break for the bathroom, or else he'll pull you over and show you one of his sick 144p videos of Carlos Mencia.
Oh.
We gotta go check it out. Looks like Zictor's at it again.
I had a high school classmate that loved
You know, the first
Mencia.
time based on his Star-Lord Emperor name. I hate to tell you this, I think you guys are a bit late on this. What do you mean, no more nukes? Once you make the first nuke, that's it. There's just nukes.
Or is it nuclear power? Because I do understand the issues
No,
with
it's
that.
also like, no more nuke, even though there's one.
Right to do this anyway.
Land ownership, a deed? There's got to be some paperwork in there somewhere.
My friend in Chicago, they live in between three major, within a certain radius of nuclear reactors. So they're easily affected by it. So
Yeah, they screwed if that happens.
You're at a 10. You need to bring it down to
Wait, who is that?
To a 7.
Do it.
Does that guy look familiar?
Oh God! The stock footage doesn't even match the show!
It actually does look interesting to see buildings. Really?
Virtual reality and return to virtual reality. Hold on, you're gonna have to slow back it up.
This isn't Sword Art Online.
You have virtual reality.
Steffi, what up?
The guy that's playing the bad guy looks familiar to
Just says
me.
this out of nowhere.
Or is it just
return to
me?
Virtual reality and Janice, if you don't mind, there's a stack of papers on my desk that says file before December. If you could get to that. Back at the Tao Dojo, our heroes are forced to perform basic labor and file Sensei's taxes for
What
no
is this
pay.
called?
How
VR
dope.
Troopers?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm looking at my phone.
Made about the same people that made Power Rangers.
I just had it fixed last week.
Well, I assume Power Rangers is way better than this crap.
Oh, they also made Beetleborgs.
Guys, this is pretty weird.
Oh.
Which also is crap.
Reality.
Oh my God, it's him. He's here. It's real. Who's that?
Professor Horatio Hart. Ryan, it is urgent that you come to my laboratory immediately.
Ryan Steele, that's me. A funny little man on the computer is talking to me. Ryan Steele, that's me. By the way, the man who played Professor Horatio Hart here had a very long.
It was a syndicated superhero adventure television series distributed by Saban Entertainment from 94 to 96.
Absolute dead, emotionless compilation.
No wonder I never heard of it.
Happened, Mr. Zictor. Professor Hart has contacted Ryan Steele.
Because Power Rangers is the more successful one.
That's the one thing. Shit. If only we could have thought of some way to stop this, like murdering him or something.
Forces of darkness, empower me. Take me back to my virtual reality.
Oh, we got a lightning snow globe in play. He's not messing around. That escalated quickly.
General Lagar, report. I am here for your sire.
You didn't have enough guys, man. You could have talked to any one of those guys. To bring another guy on the screen.
All right,
I mean,
later,
for
Nate.
Christ's sake.
Young Steele.
Bye.
Be allowed to reach Professor Hart. Not when we are so close to victory.
This story, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying all of a sudden, you know, got a little more complicated. A couple more characters to follow here now. So apparently, Ryan has been targeted by the evil Grimlord, and then sends his virtual henchmen to the real world, or are they in the virtual world? Who cares? So,
What was that?
I think that was a plane robot shooting missiles at our car. I think that's what that was.
Let's get out of here, you guys. We'll be safer in the woods.
You're not going to be safer in the woods. Woods ain't going to be much safer.
Wait. Oh, now.
Yeah, it's the bridge.
Come on my way to this real structure.
Yeah, you could tell it was green screen.
Yeah.
So, one commercial break later, the heroes somehow escape the two attack drones off screen when they stumble upon a rejected art house project in the middle of nowhere.
What is this thing?
Looks like some kind of portal or a gateway.
Oh, it looks like a portal or a gateway, you say. How many of those you seen in your time? You can just identify them on sight. Just like portal, gateway, gateway.
Oh, there was a dog named Zeb that was an actor. A red-bone coonhound.
Where are we?
I don't know, but it's probably a good sign that giant metal door slammed behind you.
Yes, I'm glad you were able to arrive safely.
What do you know about my father?
So, first look behind you for 3 VR visors.
Amazing.
Oh.
Ah!
Say no more, Professor Hart. It's become crystal clear. Oh!
Anime's the answer.
Do not be alarmed. You're looking through the reality barrier.
Okay, turn the virtual reality off. That's a little too much virtual reality.
Dad? Is it really you? Are you alive?
It's a virtual reality playback.
Oh, come on. That was too perfectly timed. You're in virtual reality together, man. You just leaning right into him.
You must listen to the professor very, very carefully. Dire circumstances must have arisen for him to have brought you here, and I can only imagine it involves a Grimlock. Sinister creature from a virtual...
Now, Dad, I don't want to cut you off. I don't want to stop you. Just curious, how you know all this? Where you been for 10 years? Okay, why'd you leave? You left me up on a Chinese
The
hill.
guy that at least voiced the villain seems to be more of a voice actor that you really, but not a popular voice actor.
Trust me, no one from this probably took off, so...
Yeah, that's what they are. Meanwhile, Ryan tries to connect with his pops. Things get a little awkward and he pieces out. You could at least send an alimony payment in, like, Bitcoin or something, cheap bastard.
Steel and his friends have reached the professor. We must act quickly. Hail Grimlord! Silence!
Come on, dude. He's giving you a Hail Grimlord. What do you want?
Professor?
Grimlords are...
You're gonna have to step back from the camera. I'll kill you to smile for once.
Super transform!
All right. All of a sudden, it just came to him. He remembered his instincts. When we were kids, we didn't ask.
Yeah, he's 50, Lauren.
You're just like, yeah, of course, Trooper transform. Damn! Straight into all-out war. And hey, these parts were actually pretty cool. Oh, there he goes. He's got a busted shoulder. See ya! Does that man just actually throw himself off a cliff for that shot? So Ryan gets knocked out so hard the episode ends. Meanwhile, in part 2, Caitlin and JD return home only to realize they left Ryan for dead.
I just remembered to plug my headphones in because I know it's gonna echo.
Oops.
I just can't do it, Dad.
God, my back is sore. It hurts a bit.
Poor guy got hit so hard he reverted to being a baby.
I tried my best, but I'm not good at this. I'm a failure.
You're not a failure, son. You're just a regular run-of-the-mill failure. Don't be so easy on yourself.
JB, is there any sign of Ryan yet?
It doesn't make sense. These were his last coordinates. Wait a minute, I see him.
The fuck is that?
I wish there was a way we could get to him faster. He's gonna be okay, right?
I hope so.
There's something wrong. I can't control it. Oh, what do you think I should do?
Oh, no, hit the fucking brakes.
They're not working.
mention that I took the liberty of making a few adjustments on your car.
All right, now you can put the inspirational music on all you want. End of the day, you just drove 2 children off a cliff without telling them. All right, what if one of them jumped out preemptively, hit their head in a rock, and started speaking in tongues? How'd you feel then?
Do you see him, Caitlin? Wait! He's down there! Ryan, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't move. Yeah, also, why did you guys leave me for like 14 hours? I'm dying of sunstroke. Back at the lab, Ryan is rescued, gets healed up, and everything's hunky-dory, except for that little Galactic Emperor problem. You know, nothing big.
It is certain that Grimlord will launch a full-scale offensive very soon. These are the sort of opponents you'll be facing. Zelton, Toxoid, Cannon, Spiderbot, Tankatron, and
Wait, okay, slow down! Don't you roll your eyes at me! I don't see you going toe-to-toe out there in the field with fucking cannon nose!
Man, those guys are serious. You're telling me.
Jeff, no. Jeff, don't go in the ding-dangulator. Your brain's gonna get zapped. The electricity
Oh
in your
my
brain's
god,
gonna get
what's
turned
up
off.
with this car? Whoa, my car did a backflip. That was some funny shit. No, I crashed off the road with this car, and then it did a back. My car just like did a backflip. That shit was funny.
I don't think the world is ready for it just yet.
Yeah, this is
Oh
the
god,
You
I
never
hate
said
doing
that
this.
when there were Turbotrons and Cannon Noses, VR dads. None of that was meant to be kept secret, but this one, okay? The population is not going to be able to handle that one, okay? You got to put that one behind Area 51. Back at Evil HQ, Grimlord finishes his part-time shift as Galactic Emperor to return to his day job as real estate tycoon / iguana whisperer.
Rather like a game, isn't it? What's the name of this game? I win.
Oh, I know this one. This is my favorite one. Man, I remember that being a lot more fun when I was younger.
Okay, Captain. We've got to kill those radioactive bugs.
Sir, what exactly do you do here? Everyone else in this show looks like they have a plausible job. Even Horatio Hart looks like he's got a more plausible job than you. After catching Woody in an act of workplace incompetence, Caitlin takes the day off to get the next big scoop on Grimlord's advancing army of toy miniatures. Wow. Boss is never going to believe these scoops till he sees them with his own eyes.
Got him.
All right, the professor said this will let us communicate with him from any computer.
Yes, troopers, is there a problem?
Oh shit, I remember when Horatio Hart used to come on floppy disk. Those were the days. Although, this looks a bit different than I remember. Which one did I have?
It's a me. Jose.
Goddamn eBay Chinese knockoff! After finding irrefutable evidence that Grimlord is a big meanie who smells, our heroes suit up and set out to beat him for good.
So cool. Ryan, you must go to Grimlord's village.
I'm sorry, just a little bit back even. I mean, like, even here it's a bit close, but you're like, hello, Ryan. Good to see you inside your mask. Can you give me a little, I'd like a kiss. Just a little one.
Guys, look! Check it out!
All right, guys, one at a time.
Now you're talking, Professor.
Is this like another show? I don't think I've ever seen a show like this. This is a completely unique show.
I can handle this. It's like a video game.
Whoa, killed those dudes. Just like a video game.
Over here, look.
That must be the main power core.
This explosive ought to blow up.
Yeah, this bomb ought to do the trick of blowing everything up. Not satisfied with the obliteration of Grimlord's aerial troops, Ryan takes to the ground to finish off the remaining weak and wounded.
Come on, Ivar.
Take that, Zictor.
See ya.
Following the deaths of dozens to hundreds, Grimlord finally admits defeat, and the gang celebrates with an awesome slow-mo high-five.
I called you here to congratulate you on a job well done.
So,
Shit,
what
I'm
now,
getting killed.
Professor? Yeah, I mean, are we done with this Grimlord guy for good?
Well, unfortunately, there are at least 90 more episodes of this show, so probably not.
Enjoy your moment of triumph. You may have won the battle, but I will win
Damn dog. Always goose in front of the Supreme Lord of the Universe.
Seriously,
They say
Lester, you can't
Brian
bail me out
returns
this
to
time with the
trespass on
cops.
private
Jesus
property,
Christ.
so we can think about his rogue parents once again.
And a long fight it'll be. But if there's one thing you taught me, it's to never give up, no matter how hard it gets.
Yeah, I've heard this like 100 times.
Until you and I are together again.
Not the video, but the advice.
You know, after all this,
Name
makes me
Saban,
wonder if
founder
I'm
of the
never gonna see
Saban Group.
my dad again. He said he was going to go out and buy me a parakeet, but he never
Or
came back.
films.
He was lying, or he was hit by something large and fast. It's just like Dad always told me, never give up. Unless it's looking for me. But I'll never give up the search for my old man. I'll find you. Even if you are a skeleton in a shallow grave on the shoulder of a highway, I'm coming for you. Sorry to bother you. Have you seen my dad? My dad. Yeah, my dad. Have you seen him around here? He left me here like 15 years ago. I don't know where the hell he is. I'm trying to find him. You don't know where he is? You have a dad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your dad's there?
Yeah.
You think he'll adopt me? You're my dad? Son? Son Heist? Oh my God.